Food worth millions. Oysters, the jewel of the sea. Today, they're served on silver platters, paired with champagne and crowned with caviar or even gold leaf. In Michelin-starred restaurants, a single oyster can cost up to $50, a symbol of indulgence and wealth. But for most of history, oysters were not luxury. They were food for everyone and even the poor. The story begins thousands of years ago. In ancient Greece, oysters were eaten widely, and their shells were even used as voting tokens. The Romans became obsessed, shipping oysters across Europe packed in barrels of ice so emperors and generals could taste the sea. In Asia and the Americas, oysters were harvested in massive numbers. Archaeologists have uncovered enormous shell mounds, proving that oysters were once a daily staple, eaten by the millions. By the 1800s, oysters reached their golden age of abundance. In Victorian London and in New York City, they were everywhere. Vendors sold them by the dozen. Taverns gave them away with beer, and families relied on them as cheap protein. People ate oysters by the bucket. They were the fast food of the 19th century, but abundance collapsed. Overfishing and pollution destroyed oyster beds, and supplies dwindled. Scarcity changed everything. Almost overnight, oysters shifted from everyday food to delicacy of the elite. Their image was transformed. In the 20th century, oysters secured their place on luxury menus. They were served carefully on crushed ice, plated with lemon and vinegar. Recipes like oysters, Rockefeller, baked with butter and herbs, elevated them further. At the highest level, chefs crowned them with caviar, truffle, or edible gold. Oysters became not just food, but performance, a ritual of sophistication. They also carried myth and allure. For centuries, oysters were considered an aphrodisiac. Casanova, the legendary lover, claimed to eat 50 a day. In art and film, they symbolized seduction, indulgence, and elegance. Today, oysters remain icons of fine dining. From Paris to Tokyo, a single oyster can cost $5, $10, even $50 depending on origin. Connoisseurs describe their flavors like wine, briny, sweet, mineral, or buttery. To diners, they are jewels of the ocean. To chefs, they are edible art. And oysters are not only luxury food. Modern farming has turned them into environmental heroes. Each oyster filters up to 50 gallons of water a day, cleaning bays and rivers. Oyster reefs provide habitats for countless species, proving that sustainability and luxury can coexist. From ancient Rome to Victorian street carts, from ecological collapse to Michelin-starred menus, oysters have lived one of the greatest transformations in food history. Once the food of the poor, now food worth millions. Would you eat one?